Hello, Yogscast?
Yay!
Should be. Hello. Oh my god. Embler's. Wow, that's a character.
Embler
Is that
looks like
Lion?
you.
What?
Wait.
A different jacket.
You.
Oh my.
Wait,
god.
Embler's
Embler-
literally you.
Embla and
They're the
Sean
same.
are twins.
Nice.
Hey,
Twinsies!
my. How you doing, Papi? Yeah, come here, Holmes. Let me get some of that. Yeah. Oh, you smell like me. Good shit, my dude.
Oh shit.
Question: Is
Are
anyone's
they Al
character-
Capone? Are there
Is-
two Al Capones?
Is this a good thing or not? I'm not sure.
Do you want to be
Yes.
twins with Sean?
I don't know how to
What's up?
change.
Bros.
Oh,
Broski.
I don't
The-
think you can. I think it's just assigns you.
okay. I think I'm gonna hit F1 just because I just realized the room code is showing, and yeah.
Right.
Don't get got. They move when you're not looking. Oh my god. Ah. I need help. Dear God. I don't like this.
Why am I using a music?
Fuck!
Oh, she's alive.
I think I found Mousie.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Please, 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 please.
I can
She's
hear
on the
it
other
through
side
the
of
walls.
this room.
Guys, I can still hear her voice. It's like she's with us.
Please help me!
Where did everyone go?
Dead for 12
It's
years.
been
Please, please, please.
Yes.
Oh wait. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it wasn't our fault.
there's a door
Where are you?
somewhere.
I don't know. There's the thing. No. I'm inside. I'm very much inside, and there was a doll, and it was chasing me, and I can't. Hannah, thank you for 146 months. Please, dear God, please.
Check the maps.
I'm on the roof. 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 Hello? Hello?
Where
Ah!
are you?
I've fallen down! Ah! I've fallen outside.
The rest of us haven't.
I've fallen off the roof!
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, that's on all fours. Damn.
Somebody,
Shit,
please!
moving.
Yeah, so is this one.
Oh, that was still my sanity. Alright.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Smoke. Oh, there is spray.
Sleeping oil, thank you for 10 months. Oh my gosh, Hannah, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Wait, what was that door
I'm
sound?
Stuck.
Oh,
Y'all? I don't want to be alone. Can someone please?
oh, she's on all fours.
Oh!
She getting freaky tonight.
Oh no, oh no. Oh no. There's loads of them outside. There's loads of them outside, y'all. Y'all? I'm not okay. This is not okay.
What are we looking for? What is
I
he
don't
doing?
know, but can somebody find their way outside?
Oh, here's
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm outside.
Oh, hi. They're crawling.
I saw that. What are we looking for?
They move when we're not looking. Do you not
Oh,
see?
God, can this, like... I'm well aware of that, but what are we looking for?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Oh
Why
my god.
is my
How did it
screen
move
just
so quickly?
shaking incessantly?
'Cause our sanity is getting
Turn it
low.
off. Yeah, but like... Can I just turn that off somehow? It's really quite annoying. Oh, but listen to the music.
I'm gonna slowly spin around so that nothing gets us, okay?
Why would it be sabotaged? Who sabotaged this?
I
Restores
don't
your
know.
sanity.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's another one. Hell yeah.
Where?
Double music. Hey, babe. Come to these bleachers often.
Oh my god!
Look,
Homie?
you just watch that way, I'll watch this way, and nothing can move.
I think this is bad.
Bam.
I think we're in a bad...
Sanity restored. Oh! Fuck.
This
oh,
is
that's
what I mean. What do we do? Our my sanity is
I don't
just
know.
about...
Gonna walk around like that.
So...
A door? Here's a door.
Hold on. Oh my god!
Yeah. Secret's been
What's that
revealed.
rock dive?
Oh my god, what does that mean? Oh. They move fast.
They move so fast!
Oh yeah.
That truck's about to die.
Is he just gonna sit in a corner and die?
I think so.
Oh. Oh, what could go wrong here?
Does that distract them? The music boxes?
I have no idea.
What a clue.
Oh my god! He needs to keep looking behind him because, like, he's getting really close every time.
They sort of are moving, but away from him when he threw that radio. Look, because they... maybe not anymore.
Oh, he's just gonna be dead any moment.
Yeah.
How is he not dead? He's not looked behind him at all!
Been fine. Good.
See, I did notice little bits of text around the areas, like numbers on lockers.
This game is maybe a little bit too big brain for me.
We did kind of just get right in it as well. There's no sort of like what to do.
Tutorial? What's that? Oh my
Why
god!
is he
Oh my
not
god, I had to...
rock?
There we go.
Finally.
Oh, you went insane. You didn't get got.
Lucky, thank you so much for the
I was
bits.
looking at too many Japanese sex dolls. I lost my sanity.
It happens to the best of us.
What are we
Does anyone
supposed
know
to be
what
doing?
the objective was?
I
that's
just
no
don't
idea.
know. I don't know.
Oh, there's a
Well,
golden
the objective
Kappa
was
hype
to not
train.
get got. That's
I
what it
know.
says.
A gold Kappa hype
Objectives
train.
don't get got.
10
There's a
seconds.
gold.
That's it.
Hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be gone soon.
A gold
Let's
Kappa
blow
hype
this shit
train. Okay.
Crazy.
And now
I didn't
it's
even
over.
notice it. Damn.
Does that mean
I
we
missed
get
the
gold
Kappas.
Kappa? Thank you, Abby.
That means that the people who took part get gold Kappa for the next 24 hours.
Wow, and they can spread it to other
So
chats,
Hannah,
right?
Weeping Oil, Kavalaki. Yeah, they can use it anywhere for the next 24 hours.
So, does
So
anybody know
what are
we're
we meant to
supposed be
do?
doing?
Well, we're not meant to
I
get
have
got.
I have no idea.
No.
I have to find 5 things, but I don't know what those were.
What?
So, did the music boxes restore your sanity when you were listening to
They
them?
did, but you had to stand still.
That's fine, as long as... I think we have to stay together.
Buddy
We
system.
need to teamwork.
No,
Yeah.
if I know anything about horror movies, we got to split up, right?
Oh, you're so right.
She's got a point. But yeah, I think we need to figure out a way to find each other, and we need to try and stay sane. Oh Lord. The dolls really creep me out. I did not realize that there would be dolls.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's Basically, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ready, everyone?
Round
Deep
two.
breaths.
Fight.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm outside. Oh, we're all here. Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
here we
Wait,
go.
Oh, it's the room.
Oh,
Can
God,
you?
hello?
Hey
Stop
guys.
I hear you.
hello, 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 hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm in a classroom. I'm in a classroom. I'm scared.
Oh, is
By
that
the
you,
way, I
Gog?
hear like all their feet moving.
Is that you, Chad Chaddington?
Three of us together.
I'm maybe below you.
Safe rooms are not safe. Great.
You may be.
I got the blue key
Right
code.
click gives us a signal strength thing?
Like battery.
Can somebody please come?
Oh.
How do I get out of here?
What's that on right click?
I jump. Kind of jump. Oh.
I got a thing that says signal strength and it's pointing in this direction.
Y'all?
Direction, then.
John's dead.
What do you mean
Oh, I
Sean's
think
dead?
this is where enemies are. Oh,
Just said Sean being God guy.
What's outside that door? No, 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 I haven't even left this room! No, please, 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 no. No, 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 no. I need somebody to save me.
I get it now. We're not trying to find anything. There is no 5 things to find. That's how many of us are alive.
I got a key card code. Can somebody please come get me? Oh my god.
Then what do we do? If we aren't supposed to collect.
I'm like stuck. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please, no.
Oh, there's
No.
the safe room. I found this.
I haven't even gotten to do anything! Please!
Well, these
The
ladies-
weird saw doll is... I'm gonna go insane.
Yeah. Come this way.
Guessing this
Yeah.
out.
Come a little bit closer, you might kind of.
I keep getting stuck on the chairs!
So red and blue in this
Hello?
direction.
Just go all the
Where
way.
are you, Mousie?
I'm in a classroom and I'm genuinely stuck.
Oh, fuck off, bitch.
Oh no! I'm actually stuck.
Sound like you're down this direction. No.
I'm... got.
Well,
I'm actually stuck
God
on
did
these...
indeed get got. I'm seeing where he got.
I think this is Jover already for me. We all remember me.
Develop a strategy. I don't know if it's the right strategy.
There's
I remember you, Mousie, don't worry.
There's 2 doors to this. I'm going insane. Oh, I moved for... No!
My sanity's almost gone.
Yeah, mine's almost gone as well. Oh.
If you press the right click, there seems to be something comes up.
Fuck is laughing?
Yeah,
Red,
the
blue, and
signal. I don't know what that means, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, I got the green one, and the green one said 4-8. So I think we got to get all the code. Where's blue?
Well,
Mousie, could you
wait, I can move.
hurry up and die real quick?
I can... No! No! These fucking chairs! Please. This is so dumb.
I can't even look at the screen.
This is so bad! I can't with this!
Whole screen is shaking.
I genuinely can't move.
Pointing up too. Can you die?
I'm trying. Believe me, I'm like so close to it.
Can you go kiss one of those Japanese women?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look at the wall. Pray for me.
I think I found the safe. Oh,
kamikazing instead.
Yeah.
There she is.
Insane.
Mousie was doing that. If I can't see you, you can't see me. Strat.
Yeah.
I went insane. The monster couldn't
decided
even
to go
get to me.
insane.
You went insane. Oh.
I think Petroc's about to go insane as well then.
Yeah. That one of the stairs is slowly creeping up towards them.
2 of them on the stairs. 3 of them
Two
on
of
the
them.
stairs.
3 of them.
Oh my god.
Oh, I went insane before.
Why are there 2 Petrocs? You died
You got
twice.
gut.
Oh wait, I died twice.
Insane.
Nice. Let me just take a screenshot of that.
Best thing is you died and then went insane.
Yeah. Oh man. I went out doing what I love. Missing Japanese.
Crazy.
Big Dead is doing bad things to my mental health.
This game is a little bit overtuned.
What's
Okay,
the
so
point?
we've worked something out. So there are key cards that we have to find.
Yeah.
If you press and hold your right mouse, it like directs you towards them. They have like energy signatures, so we have to like work together, really.
Find green, red, and blue.
I spawned in
We don't
a
know what we
room
do with
one.
those afterwards.
I guess it makes
Oh, I'm
the
pretty
safe
sure I know
room
what they do.
accessible.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We walk past the safe room. It's a big metal contraption room, box door.
Oh, so
thing.
there must be multiple of them throughout the level as well, because there's like 2
I
or
think
3.
so, yeah.
Did anybody else hear horses?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure
yes,
do.
I
What's
do.
up there?
It sounds like
galloping off.
popcorn.
That's us going insane.
Someone's got the coconut. They're doing it Monty Python style.
Okay, I spawned in a classroom, and I kept getting caught on the chairs and not being able to move. But one of the key cards did happen to be in there. So I think whoever,
How much?
if we end up having to go into one of those classrooms, like keep in mind those chairs are awful.
How did Sean die in 50 seconds?
Okay, so I was looking at
Speedrunning.
the little thing on, you know, when you
Yes.
press right click and it brings up the whatever it is, the radio signal jam or whatever.
Sure.
And I went around a corner and it just immediately died.
Oh, nice.
So
My
while
one
you've got
weakness.
that corner, while you've got the scanner up, you're not looking at them, so they approach you.
Yeah.
Ah. That might
kinda
be
makes
what killed
sense,
me then, because
yeah.
I was looking at my... Alright. Noted.
Okay,
Well, I quite like this. It's like a mystery unfurling that we're figuring out.
It just means we died multiple times.
there's a lot of dying.
Don't want to brag, but I've gotten first place both times, and in fact, I've now gotten first and second place at the same time.
Yeah, I was.
Alright,
I
you
was,
need you guys
fucking
to get
mega
on my
nerd.
level.
I was
Jesus.
gonna be third, and you knocked me off. It's not fair.
I don't want to
keeping
brag,
the
but
law
my
right.
That's my bronze
superpower is living with women in schoolgirl uniforms.
Hey guys, I think Petroc is twins. Get him. Mark it in your journal. Let's go.
Alright, let's try this
Send it.
again. What the heck is this game? So, when you're not looking at the dolls, they are moving and they can get you. It's literally called Don't Get Got. I deeply do not like this. I'm the only one dead. What an unfortunate way to die. I can't hear them talk. Oh, this is so unfair. so we're trying to find key cards to get into the safe room. Oh my god, I was spectating you! Oh god!
That genuinely got me.
Yes, mine got me as well. I literally even got like a sharp pain in my chest. I was so fucking scared.
I was thinking, oh, look at me. I am getting all the things. I'm the best in this game.
Yeah, you got like 2 of them as well. I immediately died. I rounded a corner and I was getting ready to go somewhere, and I think there was a door literally next to me.
Oh.
Holy shit.
At least the 3 of those found each other.
How are they gonna pass
Oh,
this?
at the door.
They can go over the roof.
Oh, it's moving.
Oh. I don't like that they crawl.
No, it's the worst. It's not that they crawl, it's that they crawl and then they like half walk kind of thing underneath it, and it's like, all sorts of angles. Oh,
Hello?
oh, there's so many of them. Oh, Gog's dead.
Is he?
Well, they just threw up a thing at him, a distraction thing, so I assume that would kill him.
Was one of them just teaching in the classroom? One of the dolls.
I saw one do that before. I think it was like at the blackboard,
Yeah.
just pointing at it.
Key card.
It's a red one by the looks of it, I think.
Is that not the key card right there?
I don't know if
Guard,
there's
key
multiple
card.
different ones of the same color. Oh, fucking hell!
No.
It's just come chasing after Sean.
Is Sean about to die?
Potentially, yes. I think he's okay now.
Okay.
Go.
Oh my god!
There's loads of them.
Oh, he's gonna get caught. No, I can't.
Oh, they keep coming.
This is so tense.
Oh.
This is
God
the
damn it.
Hey, Gog. You want to watch
Well-
Sean's point of view is terrifying.
Oh,
No!
boy. Well,
Sean's
I got to
insane.
watch it for 2 seconds.
It's Pet Shock again!
Yeah.
Man, we went really insane really quick.
Yeah.
13 seconds. Yep, that's right.
World
That's
record!
right. 13 seconds and I was gone.
Oh, Garg, I had such a funny view of that. That was hilarious. It looked like she was eating your ass.
Oh, yeah, that's how.
Hey guys.
Hello?
Hello?
You're near me.
Define near you.
I'm in a toilet.
I was in a toilet as well.
I hear you.
Find the codes.
You must be nearby,
You're
surely.
already here chasing me.
Hello?
The green is this way, by the way.
Mousie?
Where?
how do you-
Wait.
Are you
I was.
upstairs?
I
Are you
might.
upstairs?
Maybe.
Oh,
Hello?
the skin.
Hello?
Hello?
Right click.
Hello?
What?
Yeah.
Hello?
Didn't even
Go.
Guys?
Oh, yeah, green is 45.
Nice.
Green is 45.
I should really be writing this down.
I think shutting doors is a good idea as well, by the way.
There's nothing around here, so we
actually
may as well
works.
just go back to where we came from.
Hello?
Alright, Donald Trump. Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
Oh, no. Wait, one of you was over there.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Hey, I've got you.
Okay, let's just go back.
Okay.
This one was chasing me, so be careful.
Oh. Quickly.
That's the-
Fucking Peggy.
yeah.
Oh, there's one outside.
Turning around, it's coming up. Ah!
There's a green this way.
Wait,
Wait,
dickhead.
just
Come
find
back.
Guys,
Oh yeah,
I'm
green was
scared.
45, wasn't it? But there's another one here.
Help me.
Pick up a
You
decoy.
got no signal, no glitches. Oh, I see red. Sean, red is this way.
Someone help me, please.
This.
I found a music box on the toilet.
Somebody.
Oh, fuck off. Use the music box.
Oh no. Oh no.
Give me sanity. Oh, sweet, sweet sanity.
No. Guys!
Oh, can I just... Oh, hell yeah. I'm farming sanity, baby.
Yes, I'm out.
Help me! I don't like
I found the
this.
unlimited sanity, unlimited sanity glitch.
Guys, no, fuck! No, I don't like it,
Oh, I'm having the time of my life.
I can't. This is so bad. Mousie's speedrunning this game. I can't. This is so bad.
Poor Mousie.
Run!
Because there was some around the other corner.
We could see you panicking.
This game is so hard.
We know how Petrock keeps winning, Mr. Corner Sitter.
Yeah, he just sits in the corner.
Runs away from everyone, sits in a corner and survives. That's Petrock.
Well, if that just means he keeps looking, right?
Oh my god! I don't like how fast they get through doors.
There he goes, back in the corner.
Can you outrun them?
I think so. If we've got
Well,
sprint,
Well, we've got stamina, yeah.
I tried
Maybe.
running from some of them, and I think I managed to get pretty far.
Oh, Sean.
How do you win this? I don't know if you can. I'm gonna be real.
I assume it has to be keycards, get the safe room, and then
be hard.
win.
Room, yeah. But everyone keeps running away from me, so
I
get
think
left
you
for
were on a
dead.
different floor.
It's just, you keep dying,
No.
so we have to leave you.
Oh.
That's
I
what
was
it is.
literally with people, and they turned around and I died.
Well, I will say, I tend to live longer when I'm by myself.
Oh, good.
Oh.
We have
You
a
just
safe
died.
room.
I think it gets revealed, but we can't get in until we have
Wait,
the keycards.
he's right there. Go. Petrock, get in the safe room. Get in the. Oh my god. Get in the safe room. I don't like it.
Fucking hell.
I don't like it.
Petrock.
Yeah.
Well,
You have to enter the code manually.
You have to enter the code.
He can't. He'll get killed immediately.
Jesus, giddy ant. Oh.
There's only
Okay,
hope
well,
if it's that decoy, actually decoys.
Oh. I was just trying to find blue, but then it said it was open. I thought, oh, well, screw it, we'll go.
We need the
It's
code.
revealed
It looks
it's
like
not
you got to put a
open.
you have to put a
You do
code in,
need the code.
and you have to do it manually.
Oh. So you do need two people effectively at the end.
At least.
Oh
I
my
think
That's
very
the only
lucky.
god.
safe room.
Okay, well, I got two of the codes last time.
How are we meant to
That was
put the
nice.
code together?
So on the little
I
screen,
think we're
when
gonna
you
have
find
to
a
bust out
code.
the pen and paper for this one game.
No, it tells you on the screen.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, when you get the key card, it tells you on the screen. So, like, green was 35, red was 52, and it told me on the screen what I'd already uncovered.
Where on
But
the
does it
screen?
share between everybody?
How many do we need?
I don't know. Did
Do
you
we know
find
the
a
right
blue
order?
one at all, anybody?
There's a blue, a green, and a red, but I don't know if it's
Yeah,
shares between
they're
everybody.
highlighted in colours on the
Yeah.
login screen.
So if somebody got a blue one, I didn't. But I suppose if we sort of keep together and we unlock them or share the information, then we might.
If
go
we
on.
all walk back to back
Imagine
in a
staying
circle.
fucking together. That'd be a novel experience.
It would be helpful. It would be helpful if we didn't spawn on different floors, you know?
True.
We should
And
always
the
agree
other
to
problem
either
is-
go up or down.
It'd be really
The other
easy if
problem
we could find these
Only
horses.
one person
get
can
around
listen to the
quickly.
music box at a time.
Yeah.
So staying together dooms everybody as well.
Unless we alternate music boxes.
True.
Or we just have separate groups.
True.
Buddy system. Whoever you find.
Ideally, an even number. Why am I being pushed? An even number of players is ideal.
Okay. Here we go. All right, let's try
Hey,
this.
my brother. You want to come with me?
Oh, you've got to be joking me.
Did I spawn like? In a
Help.
wall? What is happening? Can't move. Hello? I'm stuck. Where am I?
Oh my God, there you
Gamers out
are.
to get me. Help! I can't see anything. I can't move. I can get a key card. I can't even turn on my flashlight.
I'll get the key
What is
card.
happening? Do you see me?
Blue code 35. Yeah, I see
I
you.
think you're inside of me.
You are like
What is happening? I can't
push
can't
you or
move.
anything. How do I do the
Can't believe
box
this.
thing?
I'm literally gonna lose my first place win streak because of the game. Well, time to just sit back and eat chips, I guess.
Do you want me to stay with you so you don't die alone? Because I have a feeling that...
Be like, you know, like how the parents, in Titanic, the parents, gave a bedtime story to the children as their room was flooding and they were gonna die. Just do it like that.
Okay.
So that way I can go to sleep and not die a painful death.
Okay, I'll stand right here.
Yeah.
Once upon
Or do you want
a
to be like that
time-
old married couple that was lying in bed together? Like the 80-year-olds, remember? They're like lying in bed as the water is coming into their room.
Oh
Hold
god,
me
it's
one
so
last time, Johnny.
depressing. So depressing.
Yeah. If you don't die if you don't die in that scene, if you don't cry in that scene, you're not a human.
Okay,
Right in the
once
fields.
upon a time, there were 2 people lost in a school. And one of them couldn't move. And the children were cursed. Oh, homie. I'm so
Is
sorry.
this it? Am I gonna go?
The door
Is she
opened.
behind me?
Yeah, she's behind you. There's 2 behind you, actually.
Don't suck me off! No!
I'm watching them, don't worry.
It's okay, my sanity's good.
All by myself.
Hello! We're here! I'm dying, though.
Don't tell me!
All by... I was hoping we'd go out together. Oh, I should have shouted out the codes.
Oh, are you dead?
Yeah, well, I was basically trapped in a room with 2 dolls.
Oh, welcome to the Dead People's Club. I'm gonna leave a very angry 0-star review on Steam now for this game. Can you just not hear people
Yeah, you can't hear
that are
them.
alive? Oh.
Bye.
Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh wait, Garg went insane.
I went
Didn't get a
insane.
chance to say
I
Blue
was saying,
35.
bye, love you, bye, and then died.
And you guys didn't get to hear my amazing commentary the other 2 rounds when I was the last one live.
Sean apparently has the all the
Oh,
codes,
Nightjar.
and he's just waiting for this to open. So
Hey!
Oh my god!
depends on if Sean lives long enough, I guess.
Oh, Sean's dead.
At least we stuck together.
Yeah, but he has to.
That's one
he
thing.
has to turn his back to put the codes
Yeah,
in.
I
She's just gonna
refuse
suck him up.
to. I refuse to leave Petrock. He was actually stuck. He spawned in
A
and
real
literally
homie.
couldn't.
Yeah, I literally
move.
couldn't move. I couldn't turn on my flashlight.
I couldn't
do
move him
anything.
either. He spawned right next to a key card though, so I got the key card, but I didn't get a chance to share it. And then it was such a small
Well,
room that 2 dolls spawned and basically just.
Spawn point's
Holy
definitely one thing that needs to be worked on.
Oh, once we figure out the map, we'll do all right. It's not procedurally generated, is it?
No, but it's you know. Well,
Oh damn, she's doggy style for Sean.
he's just got to
Open
find a
now.
safe room and be able to put the code in.
Yeah. I had all the codes and everything. It wasn't opening.
This game.
So do you think it opens after like 5 minutes 30?
It looks like something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So we
You
gotta stay-
sane enough.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh God.
This game.
Ugh.
It's giving me a headache.
Well, we're getting better. Slowly. Slowly but surely.
How? Okay.
You almost have to like strategically kite the babes to the other side of where the safe room is. Because if they're by the safe room, like if you just wait out for the safe room door to open, they're all just gonna show up there and you're gonna lose your sanity.
Okay.
Your name card actually says your name. That's cute.
The
All right,
babes.
are we ready? Everyone alive?
Yeah.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's just not fair.
I think I found red already.
Hey guys.
Yep. Red is 55. Well,
Red is 55.
Sean dead.
Sean's dead. But red is
Oh,
55.
fuck.
You know
Red
that.
is 55.
Mousie's here. Mousie's here somewhere.
Ow, what the heck?
That one's,
Oh,
that one's coming
I
up
found
again.
where Sean died. Oh, for the love of fuck!
Mousie, 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 behind you, behind you, behind
Yeah, I know.
you. God was here. God keeps saying we leave
I'm
him, but
here.
he keeps running away.
He's
We're
right
walking
there.
in the right, same direction. What do you mean?
Look, a key card.
Oh,
Green 26. So red 55, green 26. Red 55,
26.
green 26.
okay.
How does a decoy work?
No idea. I don't even know if it does anything.
Well, I threw one at a thing and it just kept coming.
Yeah.
So where's the blue one?
Do you think we can hide? No.
It
The
doesn't
safe
look like
room.
we're
I found
anywhere
the
near
safe room.
blue, so
Oh, safe room.
Safe
nice.
room's out here.
Whoa,
I think
why do we keep
there's
glitching?
multiple safe rooms. We need to find blue. We're nowhere near blue. It's not showing up on my scanner at all, so we need to get to
think-
the other side of this place.
I think we keep glitching because the thing chasing us is either downstairs or upstairs. On us, though.
Petrock?
Hey.
Hey.
Hello. Have you found? Have you found blue anywhere?
By a couple of hot babes.
Have you found blue?
I found blue and red. I'm on.
Oh, this
Are you
one's
downstairs or upstairs?
a runner.
Oh, we're all upstairs. Oh, we're going downstairs, I guess.
Oh, there's one right at the top of the stairs, Jason.
I
Yeah.
don't like
Are we
this.
going are we
I'm going
around?
insane.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's two of them. There's two of them. The crawler is way
Hello.
faster.
I'm going to go
Hey.
insane.
I honestly.
Halfway
Oh,
there.
Where's the signal? Oh, guys, green is like right here. It's right ahead
We have
of us.
green.
we've got
We want
26.
blue.
Just
We want
need
blue. We
blue.
want
Oh.
blue.
What?
I'm
We're
running.
blue.
No, blue is 26. Blue is
Green,
26.
Oh, so we've got
green
one
is
of them.
26.
Oh, then.
Red
No, blue
55.
is 26. I was
Yeah,
lying.
yeah.
Oh,
So
they
we-
can both be the same number.
Is there any music anywhere?
Why is my sanity going? Oh.
There's one here. There's one here.
Oh please. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, do you
As
want
long
to
as
use
you
it?
don't sabotage it, I think multiple people can use it.
Yeah, what's the point of sabotaging? Why is it an option?
I'm moving by myself. What's going on? I'm not touching the keyboard.
'Cause
I
it's-
keep moving by myself as
Bless you.
well.
Are you
To
getting
be
a
honest,
recharge?
I don't think listening to that music would do anything for my sanity. Yeah.
It'd make it worse. Let's be
Oh,
real.
there's definitely people on the other side of that door.
I'm going to die anyway,
Oh,
so I'll take the.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just don't.
Go, 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 go! Save yourself. I'll watch them.
Definitely.
Oh.
saved.
Yeah, this one's coming. This one's coming right.
Goodbye time
Right.
for the safe room to show up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no!
Wow! They're all right there.
Oh, how many there are!
It came from all
Bam.
directions at once.
There's
Insane.
so many.
There was a whole
Crazy.
group of them.
You got.
Look at how many there are right there.
Oh, Pet Rock's the only one who doesn't know where the safe room is.
Is that
Well,
not
This
it
is
right
the
there?
active safe room. There's multiple.
Oh, there's one. Oh,
Pretty sure
oh,
there's
there's an
multiple.
active.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, that's
There's
even
like
worse.
3 or 4 around.
Oh
the
my
map,
god,
but
there's
you've
one
got
in
to
the
wait for it to
window.
activate.
Oh fuck!
No.
It just left. It just disappeared.
Oh,
Did you hear it laugh? Did you hear it laugh when it left?
No!
Okay, so the safe room will be visible in a second. See if it's bang on 5 minutes, or if it's like 5
Let's see, let's see, let's see.
I think
Come
5 sounds right.
on. No.
Oh no.
5:30.
5:30.
He's gonna die before then, though. Oh no.
Just got to try and use more music box to stay alive.
Oh yeah, there's more than one.
Yeah.
It's not this one. This
And
is the
it's
wrong
yeah.
one.
That one.
There's one upstairs.
520.
This is fun. Oh no.
Hello. Oh hello.
No.
Can't. The tension is actually getting to me. This game.
Insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Fuck.
That was pretty funny watching 3 of you die in the span of 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds.
Holy shit.
It was literally they all
Look
sides
at it.
at once.
3:58,
World's worst.
3:59, 4 minutes.
World's worst orgy.
This is.
I mean, if that's how I'm going out.
True.
Oh. Okay. I need a moment. This
We
is
gotta
actually,
get 1 win.
Yep.
This is actually like.
We can get this.
We gotta figure out how to win yet. The safe room could just be like part 1 done. There could be a second phase afterwards.
The thing is, by the
totally
way,
possible.
right, if this is up to 8 players, we are playing on hard mode by there being less of us. So we're
Yeah.
real gamers.
So what you're saying is that this is Eri's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Digby's. Anybody else we want
Digby's,
to throw
yeah.
under the bus?
All of them
Frau,
for
don't forget
having
Frau.
plans.
Pral,
How
yeah.
dare they?
Final Fantasy on a
I'd
Saturday
rather do
of
nerd
all
raids
days.
than
Ugh.
die to
Who
dolls.
would do a Saturday raid in Final Fantasy 4?
Wouldn't be me.
That's just a terrible idea.
I couldn't help but notice that Melon is eating waffles instead of gaming.
Oh yeah. Throw Melon under the bus as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't believe he's done us.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I'm genuinely shaky.
I don't know.
Good chat. I'm gonna go for a pee break.
I could probably fill my water bottle up as well, actually.
Now, chat. Well, nobody's here. Did you know that those pesky little people at Amazon, you know, when you link your Twitch account, you sometimes get a thing called a Twitch Prime.
So true. And did you know that by subbing and giving bits and donations to this channel while I'm here, the money helps me get these games for my friends so that we can all play together and do this slot each Saturday. That's literally all the money that I get from this slot goes to. So, yeah, thank you for your support. And it means a lot to me and my friends. It means we get to keep doing this, and we enjoy it very, very much. It's one of my favorite parts of the week, getting to do this with my friends, and yeah. This game, however, is testing me, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not joking. One of the jump scares that got me genuinely caused me to have, like, a sharp pain in my chest. Like, that's how much jump scared I got.
Oh my god.
I've not had that in a long, long time because I've gotten so into playing these horror games, right? Like, it doesn't bother me that much. But holy shit, this one's getting me. This one's getting me. Whew.
I went shopping today. Not that anybody will care, but just as another story, I'm out of contract on my phone, and so I went down to my local telephone mobile store,
Yes.
and they said, "Sorry, I've got no stock of the phone you want to buy." And the phone I want is an S24 Ultra. The S25 overrated. Don't want it. But
I don't know what that means.
The new Samsung S25
Oh.
is bad by comparison to the older version, which is the Samsung S24.
Oh, so you want
they
the
didn't
older
have it in stock.
version over the new version?
Yeah, the older version has more features, believe it or not.
You know what I
and
find,
it's the
like,
same everything.
You know what? I'm an iPhone girly, but
Oh, okay.
one of the if I were to ever
I'm sorry for your loss.
switch, yeah, well, it's not really something I can help, unfortunately. I actually do need the AirDrop feature to do like the other half of my job. So, but if I ever did switch to
League of Legends.
If I ever did switch, you know those like, the ones that like fold, the smartphones that fold. Do you know what I'm talking about? That one,
Yeah.
the touch screen,
Like they're not the wide ones; they're like the shell ones or something.
the shell ones.
Okay, so there's two different types of folding phone. There's a
Like
flip
the
and a
ones that
fold.
do this, and then there's the one that does that.
Yeah, so there's the book one and the shell one. Yeah.
I'm talking about the like one that like when you fold it over, it's like a square.
Okay. Yeah. The shell. Got you.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know what that was called. But yeah, I find that one to be really cool because of the way that it kind of becomes its own like tripod almost.
Yes. Those ones are really cool as well because when it's the closed shell, we'll call it, it still has like a mini screen on the front that you can
Yeah.
still interact with the phone on, and then you can open it up and then it's just the full size phone as well. Mm-hmm. Really, really cool. I was playing with one today, but I'm also really scared of it breaking from opening and closing it.
Yeah,
Because
that's
like
what
the
gets
demo
me
display
as well.
models of them, they had creases in the screen on the demos, which
Oh.
I don't know if you're like me, but I open my phone a million times a day. I'm
Yeah.
just check it,
Yeah.
and I would completely break that within 6 months.
Well, I use
it
my
will
phone as
100% wear.
Yeah, I use my phone as like a huge part of my job because of, the camera, the taking pictures. Like the camera is probably the most important feature, and second most important feature is the ability to immediately send that like data to my like MacBook and everything. So yeah, it's
That's why I'm an iPhone girly too, because VTubers, you need to have an iPhone for it.
Yeah.
to work well at least.
Which is one of those like really niche like things that a lot of people don't know. Like the iPhone enables that. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Are we all
yeah.
here? Is Petrock?
But the moral of the story was I went online and I got the phone for half price. What was listed in store.
Whoa!
So yeah, half
But it
price.
had more creases in it.
Couldn't believe it. No, it's just a normal phone. But
I was just talking
I'm looking
about
forward to
the-
receiving it.
I was just talking about the fact
I
that I
just
find
got a
the
text
folding
message.
ones- I find the folding ones to be really
You,
cool.
Yeah, folding ones are cool.
25, Sean.
Book ones, the S24 Ultra, S25's garbage.
Oh.
They removed features from it, by the way.
What?
I honestly haven't seen any of the press on them yet.
So okay, so here's the S20, the S24 and S25. They have a pen, right, or a stylus.
Oh, they removed the pen, yeah. The Bluetooth on the pen.
Yes, they removed the Bluetooth
Yeah.
from the S25 version, which means that
No, but it's
before
using
you
it.
used to be able
Okay,
to
well-
click the button on the side of it,
They
and it
removed
takes
the
a picture.
Bluetooth.
Yes.
Yeah, so the pen used to have a Bluetooth, which you could do cool things like if you have your phone set up, you can use it to remotely take pictures and stuff. People love that, but that's the Bluetooth. They still have the pen, but the Bluetooth is no longer there.
Yeah. And they've
It's
removed
just
it
a
and
stylus
charged
now.
more. It's just a normal
Yeah, it's
stylus.
just a stylus.
Yes.
Oh.
And they're charging more for it.
Man, I
Is
got
this
an
sleeker?
S10. I feel old as shit.
Crazy.
All right, are we all back? Are we ready to, you know?
Yeah.
I'm an iPhone boy.
Yeah. I'm about to bust out a Nokia 3310.
Oh, take me back.
Simpler times.
I
I've
used to
got
make
a-
money on the old Nokias.
Really?
Yeah, because people didn't know how to program in songs, and I knew how to do all that. So I'd get requests, and I'd get like 50p to input a song that they wanted.
Oh,
Wow.
that takes me
Nice
back.
little school time earnings.
Yeah, I used to trade.
You get 2 Panda Pops for that.
Hell yeah.
I used to trade songs for cans of Coke at school. Because I used to load my phone up with credit and then buy the songs from those services. You know, like where you'd text them and
Yeah.
they'd send it you a link. Oh my god.
Crazy Frog, all that stuff.
Sean
Yes.
unlocked the infinite Coca-Cola glitch.
I remember paying for a
It
song.
was like
back
your
on my
way
Nokia.
to beauty.
You'd text a number from a magazine and it'd send you the download link or something. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
It
here
was
we
like
go.
£2.50 for a song. Oh, crazy.
Green 31. Green 31. Green 31. Green 31. Green 31. Green 31.
How do I add that to my thing?
I'm saying it loudly so that you can hear me.
Y'all hear something?
Help.
Oh, hey, babe.
Somebody help me. Hello?
Somebody call 911.
Fuck.
Green 31.
Hello? I see someone down here.
Green
Hello.
31. Oh god.
Blue, red 17.
Red 17.
Blue
Green.
33.
Wait, what did I say for green?
Blue 33.
Green
We've got all the
33.
We have them all.
We just need to live. Red 17.
Babe.
Red
We have all the
17.
codes.
Green
need to live.
33. What was blue?
33.
Wherever Emblem said. I can't hear anyone.
Are you all here? Are you all here?
Petrock died.
I'm
I
going
think
back.
we should leave.
Oh, God, I got you. Blue 33 as well, by the way.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, we've got all the codes. We just need to live long enough to put them into a fucking door.
Nice. Oh,
That's
there's a
literally
doll
it.
there.
We need to find radios to stay alive.
Yes. How much sanity does everyone have?
Holy shit!
Oh, fuck.
We're just looking for radios at this point. Who shut this door on me?
That
Help
was
me. Guys?
We can't go in there. We gotta go around. Is this even a yeah, it is. Hold on. Hello? Mousie? Mousie?
Yeah, I'm in a room. I'm trying to listen to music.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna die, though. I think it's Trover. Where are you?
Did you sabotage it?
Mousie,
No.
Mousie. Okay.
I need sanity.
Yeah, we need to get
I
sanity
need
for...
sanity.
Okay, let's find... I'm good on sanity for now. Let's get you two... sane.
Where have you gone?
Fucking girl in a... We're just going in a straight line! Stop it! Please! We need to move. We can't move in a fucking...
Right here, right here, right here.
Alright, I'm gonna grab this one.
Oh, there's one here.
Yeah, I caught it.
Red 17, by the way.
Thank you.
The music box is still alive. Feel free to use. If you can reuse them.
How?
Fuck it. Well, I didn't sabotage it. People keep pressing E on them and sabotaging them. I think.
No, it said it would break after use.
Yeah, because you pressed
Green
E
was
to sabotage.
31. Green was 31. Thank you, chat.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Bad. There's too many here. We need to do this, and we need to go.
Okay.
Can we get a red?
There you go.
Wow.
Help!
Good one.
Sean
Damn
said,
it.
"How is Mousie not dead?" The second before you die.
Yeah. She was licking your heels. It was weird.
We had all the codes in like 3 seconds in.
Damn
Yeah.
it!
I literally spawned on one.
Same.
God damn it!
Best round yet, and we've still died.
Yeah.
This game feels impossible.
Resend
it. We've got
this.
It's in the bag.
Okay, I found one already.
Hearing someone.
I found one already.
Okay, that creeped me out because you look exactly like me.
Red 88.
Hello.
Nice.
Get it in chat.
Hold on, where
Get
are
it
you
in chat.
exactly?
They'll remember better than us.
Red 88. Chat, I'm stuck again. No, please. I don't want to be stuck. Oh my god, Red 88.
Oh. Wait, can I
What?
take a code off you somehow? Is that how
I
that
don't know.
works?
Red 88. Do you need sanity?
Blue 69.
No.
Blue
really, I'll be
69.
Yeah,
Nice! Nice!
Get him in chat.
We have to win now.
We've not got green yet.
I don't think so.
And there's no green nearby, so we just need to run somewhere else. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, you
Jesus
fucks.
Christ!
No, thank you.
right. We just need to go to the other side of the gymnasium because that's probably where a green is.
Can you help me? Can you guide me in? Because I'm helping. I'm helping.
Yeah, I got you. Go. This
Okay,
way.
alright, run. Fucking run.
Okay, great.
Green is 14! Green is 14!
No, just, we went in a straight line! What do you mean? Please, guys, go in a straight
Green
line.
is 14.
Alright.
We're all outside. This is great.
Okay, now what?
There's one in there.
Already.
There's a guy. There's a few.
Now what?
We make our last stand in the gymnasium.
I need to find some sanity.
If we all stand in the middle,
Actually doing alright for
are
some
the
people.
doors. then they won't be close enough to drain our sanity.
Oh,
Wait,
what's
we
the
lost
pink?
someone already.
No.
Yeah.
We're
Our
losing
sanity's
5%.
still going to
Okay,
drop.
okay.
Yeah.
We still
Oh,
need
yeah.
to
We
find...
need to keep moving because things are going to come to us. So we need to
Mousie's
just.
pink.
We can't make stands. We need to.
Why?
Keep
What do you
moving.
mean?
Wait. On,
Yeah.
on the signal thing, you're pink. Why are you pink?
Why am I pink?
Don't
My
ask
God.
questions.
Do you have a gender reveal party inside of you?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, when I
I've
get
got a
got.
bug.
Are you gonna start a wildfire?
Is Mousie the target, maybe?
Right, we
Oh,
keep
don't go that
moving,
way, 'cause
guys.
it'll just
No,
drain us.
Not that way.
Yeah. Any,
We keep moving. We don't. That's another one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that
No,
one's
no,
moving.
not
That
back
one's
in the
moving.
gym.
We just
No.
go in
Alright.
circles.
Just go in circles. They'll follow us eventually.
We'll just
Well,
run
we
around.
need
They'll
to
just
get
follow
to
behind
the-
us like
There's more coming.
rabid fans.
There's one right here.
Oh, I don't like this.
Gymnasium's open.
Quick.
My sanity is
I
getting
need my
low.
sanity back.
Job.
My sanity
Soon we're
is.
Because it's proximity based to where you are in the girls. If you keep running away from them,
Yeah.
it'll drain lower.
The coochie does make your mind go wild.
So true.
Oh shit, she is tumbling. Look at these two girls. They're inside of each other.
There's three of them there.
Babe, not now.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, music box. Oh.
Don't sabotage it, you fuck.
I think if you just listen to it too much, it sabotages.
Petrock and Embla got.
No, if you press E when you're listening to it, it'll.
Well, I'm not pressing
behind
E,
us.
and we'll test it. It broke anyway.
Behind us.
Um,
I'm gonna
Right,
die.
we're just gonna have to go out this way.
I'm going to die of sanity. Remember me,
fucking
okay?
nearly ran straight into it.
Remember
Jesus
me.
Christ. My sanity's fucked, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to
I'm a
die.
I don't
binger.
have any of the... I can't find any.
I'm going to die now. Bye-bye.
I mean, I used the
Bye.
music box 3 times in a row.
Only assuming that that's the end of the game. It could just be stage one.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, Massey's dead.
Hi.
Oh,
So it's Gug.
it does seem like.
Well, no!
So the safe room came up. 20
Yeah,
minutes.
it
20...
does seem like sometimes the safe room will unlock for the last person.
It's totally random.
Ah.
It's just R&D.
Hmm.
Bro, I'm so tired. Okay.
Any Sketchy's contractors?
I was thinking about that as well. What if we just...
I do.
What's this?
What if we played Sketchy's
Sketchy's
contract?
contract.
What if we played Sketchy's contract? Just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there. I mean, we can keep trying
are you
this,
fried?
but...
I mean, I'm not averse. I don't have it
True.
installed, but I'm not averse. It doesn't
I
take
don't
long to
have it,
install.
so-
You don't have it.
No,
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 we
no,
have
no, no.
Sketchies.
Hold
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Hold on just a second.
That could be
Hold
that
on.
could be rectified.
Hold
I
on
can-
a
I can-
second.
No.
I can beg for subs right now, chat. Hold on, let me get
For
into it.
Embla,
I'm an
chat.
actor. I'm a
For
real
Embla.
actor.
Or him.
Chat. Oh. Embla is in need of your help.
If we're doing that, I could use
In
a
a
new
bowl
car.
of oatmeal. Keep going.
They don't own Sketchy's contract. And we can only afford it with your subscriptions.
NR, thank you so
You know, they
much
say-
for gifting a sub to me.
There we
Nice to
go.
see that.
They say real men don't cry, but this is
One sub is like one tissue. I've got a single tear. I'm wiping it away. But I can feel another tear already coming.
Okay.
Oh, it's on my wish list.
It's
There you
tough
go.
times in this economy.
Embla, check your notifications.
Do you guys also hear the
Popcorn.
schoolgirls just Be clapping.
Yeah. I think they have
Yeah,
terms.
it's weird, isn't it?
So, how we feeling about swerving?
I
I wouldn't
absolutely
say it's
don't
a
mind a
swerve.
swerve.
I would say it's
I
a
mean-
tactical
I left again
reposition.
too quickly.
If I said no now, that'd be really, really bad.
That would be very bad. You're locked
Alright.
in.
Okay, we're gonna swerve to Sketchy's contract because I feel like this is becoming impossible.
Hell yeah.
I think if we were to play this game again, we really need to have like a full crew of people. Oh, I just realized that there was in-game voice and that's how their audio was coming through. I'm so stupid.
I still need that. I'm not there.
That's fine.
Oh god, do I need to beg for more megabytes per second for you now?
Well, I've got really good internet. That's the problem.
Oh, that's fine then.
It can be that bad.
Boop, boop. Oh, I'm nearly installed. I'm good to go.
500 cigarettes.
I'm at 90% downloaded.
Easy.
I'm
See how long
20.
this will take.
Only 4 gigs. We got internet, surely.
Well, I've got like high speed internet. It should be way
There you
faster.
go.
than this.
Sorted.
Oh, I need a minute.
Friends only.
I'm on. I'm ready.
Do I bring up the old save file?
Oh man, it's been a while since we've been on Sketchies.
It was
I wonder
suit
if you can
level
still
7.
do that insane dance loop thing.
Oh,
I'm sure I'll be fine, right? Days 3 of 3, suit level 7, rank traveler, credits 588. Was I muted?
yeah.
Yes.
We have a save. The the old save. I'm just, you know what, fuck it, let's use it.
Sounds good to me.
When else is it gonna be?
Right.
Hello, Yogscast.
Oh, it's live. I see it. We're
Are
good.
we back?
I can see you. Yeah.
Okay,
I
that was
sees ya.
crazy.
Oh, download done.
I haven't
Play.
seen OBS crash like that in ages. For me, at least. Okay, sorry about that,
To be
chat.
fair, yeah, it's probably my internet that crashed you. I think that's right. My internet. I just get these micro blips that goes down for like 30 seconds, and sometimes it's enough to kick me from a game. It's really annoying.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I guess I should go online in Steam so I can see everybody.
You should be able to just... You should be able to just join on me. I've
Join
set it to
game.
friends. Yeah.
Join game.
Wow. Some stuff
believe
looks
I've done this.
different. Did we ever get our fish bowl?
I think it just crashed on me because it's all gone black.
Oh, mine did that. It froze for a bit and then was fine.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Yeah.
What if we had fish?
I think there's in-game
I-
voice.
I'm pretty sure it's
There
just.
is.
I'm pretty sure this is just UE5 being UE5.
Oh my god, there's a cat.
Why would it not let me join you? Hello?
It's saying Garg's got a place as well.
I've clicked to join. Oh.
Can everyone hear me in game?
Did it just crash when I joined? It may have
Sean?
just crashed when I joined. Oh, no,
Sean?
I've joined again.
Sean, can you hear me?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, mute yourself on Discord.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yo!
Now we've got it. Is everyone working? We got it?
Sean just left, but so far so good. I've got a save file still, so I should have upgrades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, upgrades. No points, but I've got credits. I've got a lot of credits.
Petrock! It looks like you're like 2 FPS! Also, if you're talking, I can't hear you, Petrock.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi.
Oh, good. Hello. I don't know what was broke before.
Some of y'all are really jank right now.
Hello?
Oh, nice. There's colors.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello?
Hi. Can we all hear each other okay? Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
stop motion.
I'm it's push to talk. So I think it's fine. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, nice. Be a duck.
Yay! Petrock
Hell
is
yeah.
4 FPS. Hey, look! Hi!
Oh,
Is this thing on?
Hi!
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, yeah.
Yay!
Oh, you're not 4 FPS anymore! Yay!
Yay! Yeah, but check out what I've got.
You're a shark at the moment, so hold on.
Yeah, but
Oh, toy dinosaur.
I have something even better. Bam.
Fish!
Aquarium.
Fish!
Turn it so the fish are facing us.
I don't know how to do that.
I've died, sorry.
Rotate R.
How did you do that?
Plus mouse. Oh. Okay, which way is that? Is that like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let
Okay.
me...
Be jealous.
Wait, where'd you... You got a cat! Oh my god. How are you dying? I can't remember the thing for that.
V.
Oh yeah.
It's not coming up for me.
You
It's
may have
C for
changed
me.
it.
C? Oh yeah, it's C.
I may have
No,
changed mine
she's-
then. If I remember right, there was a weird bug where you could do.
Oh yeah,
the
the Kern bug.
spin.
It was what Kerm worked out, and you could spin horrendously.
Oh! Oh!
Banana.
Sean's doing it!
John, help! How do we do it?
you just move your mouse very fast.
No, there was a bug thing that made it like proper jank. It was weird. Rather than just spinning.
All right, we're here. We're ready. Oh, it feels good to be back in a game that we have a chance at.
We understand not lethal company.
Okay, where do we want to go? Devil's Triangle? Can we even go there?
Oh shit, there's different kinds of suits now.
Oh, what?
Oh, you can get a booba suit.
Oh, I need purple.
We're
You
going!
can get cat girl suit.
Whee!
Hyperspace.
Use the pilot seat to start your contract. Okay, how am I meant to do that? Start contract hold E. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds great.
Death's Triangle, Darkwood. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, I don't think we've ever played this map before.
Well, guys.
Oh, did it crash?
Yes!
Oh.
I am permanently goose.
There it went. What'd you do?
Great.
All I did was load in and it crashed me. I got fatal
believe it.
error. I'm genuinely worried that oh no.
I just saw Garg walking into a wall constantly.
Okay, hopefully
And
this
he
doesn't
stole
crash
my
OBS.
purple suit. I'm so mad.
Everyone cross your fingers.
They're cross.
Crossing.
Let's try this again. This game is kind of sketchy. Shit happens.
Your contract is due. You may review
Sketch
the
happens.
details in this document.
Your contract is due. Oh wait, did we have stuff to turn in?
I don't know.
Do not ask me.
Okay. I think I'm back in. Let's try that again.
I think I lost my gun.
Okay.
Guys, did you see the cat girl suit?
I did.
Okay. Make sure to mute yourself
We
on
need-
Discord.
Need more credits for the cat girl suit.
Wait, there's a cat girl suit?
Yeah, click on your suit and click on suit and click on cyber cat.
What?
There's also Astro Bee that has booba.
Oh my gosh, when did they do that? Oh,
My stuff. Have you seen Cybercat yet?
I've
Yeah, that's
seen,
what I just
I've seen
showed.
Halloween.
Oh, Cybercat though.
Cardboard robot is amazing.
Why can't I? Oh, you're using it. People can't use it at the same time, I guess.
I swear I unlocked a color for my suit at one point.
Or I just can't use it. Game. Hello.
Hi. Okay, let's try this again. Is everyone on board?
I'm decorating.
Petra, Guard,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sean. Wait a minute, there's emblem missing.
Where does old items go? Do they go?
Good question, because I'd like my street ray gun back. That'd be nice.
I like my assault rifle.
That seems a bit unfair to lose that.
Yeah.
How do I get a toilet? Oh, snow machine. A bubble machine. Oh my god. How do I get these?
There's a shop outside.
What's the status on Embla?
I don't know.
Should I get a bubble machine for 500 or a snow machine for 500?
But you could lose it.
Bubbles, we could lose it. Let's actually
Ember,
manage
are
to
you
get into a
good?
game.
Bubbles have been
No.
purchased. I am now broke.
What's happening?
I clicked join and it wouldn't let me join.
Try it again.
It just stayed on the menu.
Okay, do you have Mousie on your
Oh,
Steam list?
there we go.
I'll
should
send
do.
it over.
She sent me. I've
Yeah.
been joined on Mousie.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, look at the bubbles.
There's just a little ducky on them as well.
Glorious.
Bubbles! Bubble, 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 bubble.
Oh, I love this.
500
Oh,
credits
yeah.
well spent.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Hopefully
That is
we
how
don't
we do.
crash.
Fingers crossed.
How do you?
UE5, baby.
I don't remember having this much trouble with Sketchies last time.
No,
Do not either.
I don't.
Is everyone on board?
We're-
Did we
we're
have
all
everyone
aboard.
out? Okay.
Yeah, we got
All right. Pray.
Everybody do the flap.
Okay. Time to land.
Fingers crossed.
Oh no, our bodies.
This was where it crashed last time, so
Sean and I are drifting off into space.
Just waiting to see if Mousie. Oh,
Hey.
Far so good.
we did it!
oh,
There's
What?
actual spooks here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so cool.
Oh, hold it. The EMF actively searches for paranormal activity. What is paranormal bugs would like to?
Oh shit, this is the
Yeah,
place.
they've got EMFs.
There's not, like,
Wait,
a
what?
yes. What?
Wait, it's like the old school EMF as well.
Yeah.
Store owner sells useful tools. Browse inventory. Amazing. Do we need anything?
Halloween candy whackers. Oh.
Big Daddy, hello.
Whoa!
Oh, any Big Daddy enjoyers?
No, you don't so
I love me a
I
Big
got a
Daddy.
cupcake on a stick. Does that help?
I'm gonna wait to buy anything.
Oh, these are the thingies that take us to. What the fuck? Take us to the next thing.
Oh, right, and we put the dead monsters in the fridge.
codes,
I remember. Yeah.
Oh, they actually have health bars now. Hell yeah.
You're a health bar.
God.
What the fuck? Beat it with sticks. Is that one
I got
alive?
the pumpkin.
Hey, do you remember when, Yeah, okay.
Did I take health damage?
There's a creature.
Opening
There's a
that?
creature.
What
There's a creature.
is awesome.
the- Yeah, get fucked, ghoul bat.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one.
Nice. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work. Ooh, there's a chest over there. Bro? Bro, behind you, behind you.
Ow.
Yeah, that one took a bit out of me as well.
Get some creditos, though. Oh, this requires a pickaxe. Oh. Security level 3. Oh. Woof.
This is neat. I like this.
This is pretty cool.
Not gonna lie, this is kind of cool.
Oh shit, you can drink the coffee. Does it bring health back?
I would hope so.
Oh, it just gives you a fuck ton of stamina. Damn.
I would love to.
I'm out of flashlight.
I'm gonna
Be
take.
chased.
I am. Ah! Fuck! I'm on 18 health!
Who's that being chased?
I'm dead.
Oh, Mousie's dead.
No! Can we still hear the dead in this game? Hey, can you still hear me? Can you still hear the dead in this game?
Yes, we can.
Oh my god, hey!
Can you only hear over the radio? Or?
I can, if I'm just spectating you, I can hear you, but yeah, pretty much.
Can't believe we've got ghosters in our game. Filthy ghosters.
Hey, this is exactly what is intended, okay? What the hell was that, Sean?
I have no idea. Now I'm scared. EMF.
Where's Sean?
Sean is in a crypt and something just happened and it's terrifying.
Nothing happened though.
Hey Sean, I'm here.
It was like a spooky sound.
Oh yeah, big old spooky sound. Yeah. Oh, pineapple! Oh,
He
I'm
got
winning.
spooky sounded and he found pineapple.
Oh, fuck, mimic. On guard.
Got him. Definitely.
That's
not a mimic,
money.
Destroyed. Oh, surely we go
though.
down
How
the
is it
spiral
definitely
stair.
money? Oh, we need to shrink
We need
it.
to shrink
no?
it. Yeah, you need to shrink it and then you need to get it back.
Yeah.
It's starting
Yeah,
to come
we
back
know
to me. The game is starting to come back to me, lads, and let it.
Guys, I found the code for security level 1. 4B8.
4B8.
Banan. Come on. Oh,
I think that was a jump scare spot. Apparently that was a jump scare spot, according to chat.
Oh, they don't say.
Can you hear me? I'm delving deep.
I don't know, but it sounded bad.
I've got 70 HP in a dream.
No, but I did see it. I did.
I'm full up on loot. I'm coming back.
Oh, we can't use that.
Oh my gosh, I forgot how terrifying it is to hear Garg's kids.
Oh fuck.
There's stuff here, but I don't have room.
Yeah, that's Ruben's playing Angry Birds.
Amazing.
I am nearly dead.
Yeah, I'm not in a good way. I think.
I'm here. Is there extra stuff?
There is. If you go down the stairs, and then when you get into the first big room, there's another room on the left side.
Righto. 4B8. Access security code 1.
Access
I'm
security
gonna-
code 1
I'm gonna enter
4B8.
that code. Oh. What was that? Oh no, that's the horsey.
I feel like a guardian angel.
What's the code?
Sweet
Where?
loot.
4B8, level 1.
Oh, donuts and bagels.
It's open.
Nice. I feel like a guardian angel. There's actually a jump scare spot in the ruin directly across from the med bay. Hey, Petrock, can you go into the ruin directly across from the med bay real quick?
Which one? Which
so,
one
like,
is
the
that?
med bay. The ruins that are directly across
Here?
from the med bay. I think so.
I've been here before. We already got everything.
It's go to the med bay.
Okay.
head towards the one
Sean's
behind
dead.
repair.
This?
Maybe?
I can't get inside. No entry allowed.
Maybe it's the one right next to it?
On guard! Oh, get fucked, nerd.
Wait, behind you, right there. Do you see the...
Yeah, but counterpoint, I have 17 HP.
This does.
So, shall we call it?
Guys,
No,
guys, this
dance,
does healing.
dance.
Stop.
Dance.
This does healing, as she says. If we die.
Yeah, but we need to leave before nighttime. Otherwise, we'll be trapped down here.
You can go
I'm gonna-
overnight, but yeah.
I'm gonna get their bodies.
We'll go back, don't worry. Wait, Sean, how did you go?
retrieve Sean.
I don't make this play when it's down, like.
Ooh.
I'm coming for you, buddy.
That's very skippity of you, Vicky.
Sigma Riz. Is this the right way? I don't think this is the right way.
You need to take a right at Ohio Station.
Oh, I found it.
I want him to get jump scared so
This is
bad.
the game, right?
Oh, fuck! Oh! 13 HP in a dream. I found him.
Why did you not heal?
Because I gotta get the gamer. Oh, look at these sweet bagels. Can I eat this? Oh, bagel acquired.
Did anyone
Who
else
just
hear
howled?
howling?
Fucking- Wolves come out to play.
Okay, I love this map. We're definitely exploring more of it.
Oh man, mission accomplished. All the boys have been retrieved. Now we can leave.
Hell yeah.
Okay, someone needs to be in charge of...
Take us
We're
out,
in
Chief.
charge of the vibe down here. Bedrock can do that.
Yeah. Petrock, you can go do some actual work. Thank you.
I did all the work, you bitch.
Yeah! I don't know, I'm not disagreeing. Oh. My screen.
When do
You
I
were
know?
very much in the floor.
Status
We're
report.
back. Oh, grade A, baby.
How many days until...
Ooh, I'm almost level 9.
2 days remaining. Okay. Shall we go straight back down?
Fuck yeah.
I've got a shit point to spend, but
Oh, go on then. Go on then.
I'm waiting, but everyone else keeps.
I want to wait until I can buy a Catgirl suit.
True.
Catgirl.
Of course.
I have no idea what I did to
Oh, I could go for a cup of
Okay.
tea.
Crazy.
Tea.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I could go for tea.
You know what I really miss? I really miss that teapot I had when I was first starting like Final Fantasy and getting really into it. That would like had the little tea light candle underneath it that kept it warm.
That sounds dope.
It was amazing. I miss it a lot. But it got damaged and yeah. I've considered looking for a new set.
Fake. Damn. I don't think the
I'll
doctors
do
can
it
help.
again. Look at this. Oh. Hold up. What?
Has anyone figured out if what these EMF readers detect? 'Cause so far.
Nope.
nothing.
I'm just dropping mine because it takes up a spot.
While held, it searches for paranormal activity. When activity is found, one or more bulbs will light up. The more bulbs that are lit, the closer to the source of all. So there's paranormal stuff going on here.
We
Yeah,
had
I've
ghosts and
just,
stuff like that, didn't we?
yeah, there's like
Oh,
a jump
you mean
scare in the
Dead
back,
Mouse?
Oh my gosh!
That's not a jump scare, that's an enemy.
Forgot to charge my flashlight.
my gosh. Spooky wacky thing.
Fuck him up.
That thing came right at my face. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I did. I fucked him up.
That shit was uncalled for. Unnecessary, even.
Man, this place has so much loot.
I'm going down. Ba 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 ba.
Oh, I think I'm in a part of the map you're not supposed to be in because the textures are not really all there.
I found the jump scare! I found the jump scare.
You missed oh, you missed something.
There's some stuff down there.
Did you get everything?
No, can you come with me?
Sure.
Could you go into the...
Oh, fucking sweet can of pickles.
Can you check this side room, please?
Okay. Ass first, like any good adventure. We're clear.
Why didn't you get jump scared like I did?
Because I went ass first. It's a rookie mistake not to go ass first.
You know what, you're
The whole
right.
legs back, ass up. Is that it?
I know what
Yes,
tried to
sir.
spook you. I got the jump scare, Sean.
Oh.
It was down here. It's horrible. Ow.
Oh, sorry. There's
It
a
was
spoon in the
this.
ceiling.
Flashlight's dead.
Oh.
This door.
Oh yeah, I went in here after.
It's not happening anymore. I don't understand.
No. There's nothing there to begin with, was there? City sausage.
There's a cooldown apparently. God damn it.
Oh fuck, there's a
What's the
landmine.
cooldown? What's happening?
There's a jump scare down there.
There's also no.
Hell
money.
yeah! What? Can you do anything with a jump scare, or is it just a jump scare?
It's a jump scare.
You can pretend to be scared from it.
Oh, whoops. Lee, 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 lee.
There's some baddies down here we can fuck up.
We really need pickaxes and stuff because there's so many pickaxe things to mine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like the plus 25% melee damage is so.
Do you want to know what the EMF are for? Don't want a backseat. Yeah, you can tell me.
Didn't stand a chance. What a bitch.
I'm in so much pain.
Is that
Oh, there's an evil pumpkin here.
Do you not see the giant worm?
No? What?
No.
There's paranormal activity nearby, by the way.
There's a mine.
In this church, by any chance?
Yeah, we 100% need to pick it. We need to get pickaxes.
Oh, I found the security code. 78C. I lived. Well, you're gonna hit me, dummy.
Oh!
Off you.
Oh! Oh, okay. The EMF sort of find plushies that we can unlock.
Oh, they suddenly became much more important.
I just unlocked one of them.
Hell yeah! Fucking plushies time. Come on.
I am on 40 health.
I've just been through there and there didn't seem to be anything.
Do you want to walk this way with me?
Sure.
Keeping my EMF out so that we can find the good shit. Oh.
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 Don't mind me. Just
Oh, I
vibing.
really need some of
Hey, you
this.
can boost it? Look, there's like a boost
So,
30 seconds thing.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Dunno. No idea.
So I died.
Man, imagine dying.
What did you do?
I died!
Couldn't be me.
Can't believe you've done this.
Do we automatically radio? Do we have to push a button?
I think I've got a. If I've set it to global and radio, it will be the same as I do for Phasmo, so that's what I was pressing.
Oh.
They got Mousie.
Oh well.
Hi. There's probably still another plushie to unlock.
So, did it just start going off when you had it in your hand?
Yeah, you hold it in your hand and you basically use it to
I
find.
could have phrased that better. Sorry.
Yeah, you hold it in your hand and it starts going off when you get close.
Where are we going?
We need to fuck up some evil pumpkins, Garg.
I've got an EMF. I feel at home with an EMF in my hand, you know? Phasmo kid.
see.
What can I tell you? Mystery room. Can't get in. Level 3. Oof.
I wonder if he's gonna find it.
God damn it! Easy. Easy, calm down. I do want to begin, though. Oh, it's a... Oh, weapon begin. Baby. Oh, they're not ready. Oh, they're so going down. What? Keep your spooky ass to yourself.
I'm not, no.
I didn't
See
enter
if
it.
anyone knows how to operate the security container.
We're going down
Oh,
a
yeah, we
deep,
have torches.
deep, dark
I've
path.
used the torch this whole time. Fucking idiot.
The teeth in favor of... Oh, I think I do. I think I do. Planet Zanzibar. Oh, it's all coming together. Oh, get out. No. I should have used... Oh, wait. Come back to me, sweet prince. I have a space for you now. Why is that? Oh my god, there's so much down here. Crazy. Oh, I don't have night vision.
Sean, there's so much in this crypt where you are.
Tell me about it.
Sean has
Sugar.
found like the fucking mecca of loot.
Oh, is it down where you died last time? Oh, that's what the howl was for. 4 hours to midnight.
Collect as much as you can and get to the ship.
I'm coming.
Hello.
Right, yeah. If you've got a
Oh,
free inventory of everything, there's loads of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I've got 4 slots.
Oh, fantastic.
Slots.
That's great.
With an O.
Come over here. Over here, down here. There's a boy in a jam jar there.
I love a jam jar. Give it to me.
There's also some stuff in here. Watch out for the mine. That's mine.
What do you need to be... Oh, right.
Boo!
Where's...
Are we staying after midnight? Say no.
Voted no.
Okay, so collect everything and get to the ship then.
2 more.
Can we get out of here because we're running out of time?
Bad things.
Can we go? We gotta go.
Let's just go. Let's just go. It'll take us ages to get back.
We got loads on the ship. This way? Press it up?
Straight through.
You need to wait.
Meanwhile, my body's on the floor. 2 hours. You got 2 hours till midnight.
Amber, are you on the ship?
Ember,
I'm at the
indeed.
shop, yeah. I have no
Ship.
idea what I'm doing.
Just stay on the ship for now.
I'm cool with that.
Sweet home Alabama.
Definitely make sure you're on the ship.
Anyway, good stuff. Man,
I brought a
you in
Mousie.
there. Oh my god, it's like Warhammer pieces.
I can't see shit.
Thank you
I've got
so
fuck all
much.
flashlight. I just
Fridge
haven't
full of
been using it.
Warhammer. Look at that.
Yeah. Tyranids.
Sugar!
It's nice.
Honey, honey. Cat food.
All right, someone
let's
needs
get outta
to
here.
take off.
Whoever needs to take off, take off. I don't know how I forget. Nope. Okay. The A's doing it. Hell yeah.
Hold your horses.
I'm holding them.
And your pants. Maybe your
Beep,
socks.
beep, 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 beep. You're haunted. Beep, 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 beep. Haunted.
We're out of here.
Hey.
I'm in the floor. Help.
Look at this score.
Help. Oh, God, help. Help me. I'm in the floor.
Oh, suit level increased. Hell yeah.
So this was what I found.
He got out. He got out.
I'm free.
The plush on the bed is what I found.
Look at him.
Oh, sweet.
I love he.
Oh, where's the fish tank? What the hell?
Hello.
Let me know when you're done with the soup.
I'm done.
I've got a fucking baguette.
There we go. Fish tank is back.
Yay!
beat me up?
I beat you with my stick.
I'm investing all of my points into melee damage.
Yeah, melee damage is
Space, the final frontier.
I have 25% extra melee damage.
Oh, I
Just
didn't
a
even think
lifesaver.
about that.
I put some extra on torch because it gives you 40.
I did also.
flashlight.
Yeah,
I haven't been using my torch at all.
this map
What have
like
you got your
necessitates
brightness on? Good
flashlight.
grief.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm used to Phasmo and can.
Are
That
we
is
ready to
dark as
land?
dicks.
I am ready to rumble.
Let's do this. That's
I
later
eat my
tonight.
Carrots, guys. I eat my carrots.
Right.
Veg enjoyer.
I'm a veg enjoyer. Sometimes I eat them.
Anyone watching that wrestling tonight?
Oh my god, who said wrestling?
Wrestling! It's gonna be so fun.
Best,
Saturday.
best
Is
event
that
of the
not
year.
tonight?
We've got
That's
one
tonight.
tonight.
Yeah,
We've
2
got,
a.m.
Saturday night's main event.
main event, yeah.
Glorified house show, but the Royal Rumble.
Wrestle Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble tonight.
Oh no! It's the doll thing. Oh.
No, 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 no!
No, it's gonna do me.
The hell?
What's happening? Why?
Was that a little baby?
What's happened?
Sean got killed by the doll, and I can't remember what you're meant to do to avoid that.
Oh. I
His
remember
head
that from when
melted.
it was clipped and put on clip channels of you being chased by it.
Yes,
Come on.
I do.
Go on,
as
It was
Sean.
a
well.
bad time.
Where is the doll that just killed him?
I
don't know, but I've
not,
got him.
Not near me, so that's good. That's all I care about. If it ain't near me, I'm happy.
It was wild to actually watch that happen this time
Yeah.
instead of experiencing it.
Not
Hey,
not
Garg.
behind you.
Garg,
Yo,
have you been down this way?
have I been down this way? Yes.
We went that way earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Petrock?
Oh shit, there's a
We-
boom
we-
bottom.
Petrock!
Apparently. Yeah.
Petrock, come here.
I need to drop this off.
Hurry up, nerd!
Biscuits.
What have you all been doing? I've been collecting shit. Y'all
I
been
know,
Just
well-
standing around.
Sean died. Can you go into this ruin?
Yeah, I'll go ass first. Balls of steel, bitch.
Expected outcome.
That was not what I I expected.
I think
mind.
Dog and me knew that would happen.
Literally watched the woman walk behind him and then he got fucking dashed at by a mimic.
Yeah.
Ah!
Did she give me a reach around? I
She
knew I
did.
felt something.
She
Under
did.
my spacesuit, I felt something.
Ghost hands.
Show us on the spacesuit where the ghost lady touched you.
Ghosts.
Ew.
Ghosts.
I think these are just
Gods
roads to
wandered off
like
again.
different parts of the map that we.
You did!
You're
You
ahead
ran
of
off.
me. What do you mean I
You
ran
ran
off? I got a box.
You
Dead
ran
end.
backwards.
I got loot.
Dead end.
See, I told you.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can.
Oh. Save
I
it up for a
love
pickaxe
hearing
so I can
people's
get
ghost
some of these.
stories.
Talking of ghosts, why is this dead nerd not sending yet?
I know.
Fucking dead nerd. Keep him to himself.
He's supposed to be our guardian angel and he's not guarding any shit. Ah!
Was he the ghost?
What, did Sean give you the round?
Ow!
Pretty sure one of you just punched me. Thank you.
What if you just punched me?
Really appreciate it.
Oh shit. Where'd the...
Gulbat.
Okay.
Ooh, caves. Cave it.
Whoa.
I'm full.
Help!
Does anybody want to come die with me? I think I might have found like an insta-kill thing.
Not now. I found a insta kill thingy. I think.
I ran away.
I'm just healing real
Like I
quick.
said, I told you I was full. I told you I was full.
Okay. Cool.
Do you want to come? Do you want to come see something with me?
1 CB.
1 CB.
1 CB.
We need to write that in.
I've dropped a whole bunch of stuff at the top of the crypt, by the way. I'm in the carriage.
Sugar.
Oh, these are like the elevators. Guys, everyone get in the carriage.
The what?
Get in the carriage.
How?
Just climb inside. All right, cool. Now leave guard. Later, bitch.
Darth, thank you so much for 66 months.
Oh, look at this express.
Find me so they can help bring stuff back.
We can try in a second, yeah. Oh, we went to access thing.
Wait, so is this it?
I think that's it. We went somewhere dumb. Hold on.
No, this is level 1. It wouldn't let us press it if we didn't have access. It must be in here. Surely this is... What happened to my flamingo? I dropped
We're
my
in a
flamingo.
corn maze, and I don't like this.
A pumpkin corn maze.
I am very distinctly not a fan of this.
I'm going flamingoless.
Oh, hello.
What? There's another one.
Anybody have a spare flamingo?
Ah!
I have nothing to fight it with. I will be the bait.
I have 45 health already.
I have 80
I'm
man.
on 41.
Oh, evil pumpkin. Oh, if you die, I can get your flamingo. Oh, second round, bitch. Alright, we should leave.
We should. Let's go.
Fuck, I'm lost.
This way, come to me.
Aha! Nice.
We're coming back.
I've been able to.
Some of them are coming back.
Press the lever.
Oh, Corn, I heard something else. That would be a much different experience.
What, a porn maze?
Yeah, porn maze.
Everywhere I go, I see penises. My dream come true.
So true.
I do appreciate the corpse retreat, even if it is the most indelicate way you can carry me.
Get absolutely flumped onto the dead pile.
Everybody do the flap.
Oh wait, this is already open.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you, Sean.
Oh, my fucking... Oh, my inventory's glitched. I can't move. I can't change
Yeah,
things.
I've got something in my inventory that I can't drop.
Oh no.
I can't even change my inventory.
Oh.
Can someone kill me? I think it might stay glitched like this. The beats... The beats are trying to keep me alive, but they're not strong enough.
Nice.
It's 7
Probably
p.m.
fixed it.
Yeah.
Should I?
I think we should. We've got the shelves are heaving. Honestly.
Okay, let's.
Got so much shit.
It's time to go back to Sketchy's.
Hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Fantastic. 2 levels of flashlight. Flashlight, Jesus.
No, my fucking inventory's still bugged. What? God damn it.
So do we have to pick
Well,
up the
once we're
removables?
here, once we've unloaded, do
Yeah, once we've paid for... I can't help unload, unfortunately. My thing's bugged.
Well, you could exit and re-enter, maybe.
But I don't know if I'll get credit for it if I do.
Oh, true. Okay.
So I'll wait until you guys do it and then I'll try it and leave and rejoin.
Oh, in here.
You gotta.
Oh, okay.
Just a reminder, the phone box is a telefilter. Yeah, but then I can't.
That makes so much more sense.
Do we want to try and keep some in reserve?
I think that we're pretty good because we went that far over anyway.
I've just been chucking everything in, to be honest, but we can.
We are at quota. We could just call it here.
We have met quota.
Flip side is I'll put a couple more bits in just for everybody. Oops. We will, when we've dumped everything off, we will have a little bag that you need to come collect.
Oh, true. The lunchbox, the kids meal, Happy
We'll
Meal.
send it off and finalize.
Yeah, I say we
Yeah, fuck
finalize
it.
here.
Send the green,
And then
do green.
keep what we have.
Send the rest. Hold on. Not yet.
There we go.
Right.
Are
now
we
that's
emptying
gone
the
off. we can
fridge
finalise.
freezer of monsters?
No, we just
Because that's I think all the racks.
Are we good now?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
we're fine now. Maybe. Hello.
And
There we
then...
And then we'll hit Y. There we go.
Yay!
You have successfully
Thank you, Sketchy. Give me my stuff.
Happy meal. Yay!
Give me my
Oh,
happy
yes,
Everyone
the
collect a
claw
Happy
machine.
Meal.
Yeah,
Forgot about the
gotcha
claw machine.
Let's go gambling! God damn it.
Best part of the game.
Come on, give me the stuff.
What claw machine do I want to try and get from?
Don't know.
That's the real question. Oh, I want the banana plushie.
There's a blush.
Oh, I can't use it because my thingy's bugged. Oh, damn it.
Oh no.
Try
Alright, I'm
and
gonna try
rejoin.
and... Yeah.
Banana?
No!
No!
Boo.
Yeah, I can control my body again.
I'm not getting anything.
I got it. Oh, come on.
Oh, you fuck.
Oh, I got some french fries.
It's on it.
No!
Oh shit, I can get an avocado.
I got drone.
What the heck?
Pan weapon.
It's an avocado. Oh, damn it.
I got a...
Send him a knob.
Okay.
I got a dango weapon charm. Lovely.
I love how they made it look like Gachapon. I already had this one.
Oh, polar bear? Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. What did the pets do, do you think?
I think they might just be decorative, but they do look pretty.
You can find eggs in security level 3 buildings. Oh, we need to bring them a million eggs.
We gotta get good if we want to get to security 3.
Yeah.
We need to find the codes ASAP and move on.
So true.
Is anybody getting a shovel or anything?
No, I was gonna wait until we got in. Yeah.
But you can get that in there.
Yeah, you can get them on the planet, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, am I back?
There's a plan.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Christ. I got a pickaxe.
Is
Why am
everyone...
I being beaten? Don't beat me up.
La 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 la.
Fair. I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm
I
good.
think we're good.
I'm good to go.
Okay. Shall we
Let's
go back to the
fucking do it.
same place and just focus on trying
Hell
to get to the next
yeah.
level?
Sure.
I'm going mining, so
He yearns for the mines.
I yearn for the mines.
Listen here.
All right.
Objective's clear. Phase 1. Collect the code.
Oh no, Alice, you fell asleep.
Go there. Start phase 2. Get the stuff code. Take it there.
Let's do this! Everyone lock in!
This is our Starship
I'm
Troopers moment. Is this the same place? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I figured,
Ghost,
you know,
let's go.
I'm also gonna try and look for the plushies. Oh god.
Oh fuck! Beat his ass! Beat his ass! Breach and clear.
Breach and clear. So true. This way. Okay.
Didn't even see it. I was running too fast like a gamer.
Access crate. You didn't pick up the thing.
Yeah, I did.
No, there was still an item there. I picked it up.
Oh. Must have been 3. Picked up 2. Dude is loaded. Alright, I'm out of space.
I still have 1 spot.
I'm out of space, the final frontier.
Oh, we have it.
Oh, 8EC.
8EC.
I'll go back and do it.
8EC. We're coming back.
Yeah, one sec. Yeah, we're full up anyway. It is open.
Hey, wait for me! I'm lost.
You fine.
Wait, where's the exit?
Over here.
Oh, doll.
Be careful with the doll.
Come pick this guy up.
On it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think the doll's worth it, gonna be honest. That shit is, cursed as fuck.
Yeah, no. No, no, no.
I'm gonna buy like a pickaxe. Oh wait, no, Garga's a pickaxe.
We're going off. Have we opened up that area?
Yeah, we need to go to area 1.
Come on, everybody.
Hold on, I'm almost here.
Is the code already in?
Yeah, we got it.
Is there
Oh, yep. That's just that.
I'm on the back.
Oh,
Wow!
are we zooming?
Oh, we're zooming.
Oh, I lost my flamingo.
Oh, that's what happened to me last time.
Oh, I got it. Okay, everything's fine.
Hello. I was here before you.
Gamers, thank you for the bits. That's so kind of you.
Breach and clear this pumpkin patch.
Breach and clear. Breach and clear. I feel like we could stand to have a boombox at the other location. Which way are we going?
I'm here. Oh!
Okay.
Helping hand? What the fuck?
I'm not gonna
Oh, nice! I found a new weapon.
What,
It's a
what?
fucking. It's a skeleton hand.
Oh, sick!
I don't think it actually does as much damage as the flamingo. Let me see. Oh, someone took my hand. Someone took my hand.
Here you go. Sorry, here you go.
It actually, I think it does less damage than the. Yeah, it does
We can
less.
sell it
Oh wait, what?
then.
Oh wait, no, wait. Drop it again. It said something else when I scan it. Could come in handy. It does the same amount of damage. Alright. Alright, you've convinced me, game. I'm keeping it.
We're at level 1. I'm lost.
I'm almost. Oh, I have 7 HP. I should probably leave.
Let me make sure you get back then.
Yeah, I don't know where we are.
How do we get back? Wait, here you go.
Access crate. There we go.
Is this the way back? Where's the way back? Is it this way?
I'm I'm running.
Petrock!
Hi. I'm not sure where we are. Oh, I found it. Oh, there's a pumpkin after you. Oh wait, this is not it.
Where's the exit then?
I have no idea. There's also a pumpkin chasing us.
We're very lost!
Oh, Sean, we found you. Hey. Oh, fuck. Bye.
Ow!
I got one of them.
You got me!
Yeah, well, I got one of the things following you.
Oh, that's fine. Ah! Oh, God!
I'm trying to help you!
It's not going well.
I am so lost. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, this is the end gamers. Oh, this is the end gamers.
It's time to go!
Oh, tell my story. Oh, tell
We
my
need to go,
story.
we need to go, 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 we need to go. I can't see, 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 I can't see!
What's everyone doing down there?
We need to fucking go, we need to go, we need to fucking go, we need to go, we need to go, we need to go.
Oh, that. All fine then.
Hello.
You
Where are you?
need to
Come
get
to me.
back, you need to go back, you need, I'm dead. You need to go, you need to go, you
Oh.
need to fucking go.
Whoopsie.
Do you remember the smiley face?
Oh,
Do
how
you
did you find
remember?
it back?
There's a teleporter now. Get to the teleporter if you can.
You know, in hindsight, I should have just found a wall and then ran along it until I got to the entrance again.
Are you dead?
Yeah, I did.
Level 1 has a smiley face walking around.
A smiley face, what does that mean?
Do you not remember the walking smiley face?
I know, I've never seen one. Oh, you mean the boombox guy?
Yes!
Yeah. I saw him, I think I saw one of him last time too. But he looked different.
Fun. Are we leaving?
I think you're gonna have to. There's no way you can come back and get us.
Okay.
There's no way, Sean, you actually...
I've got this. It's in the bag. I just need to know where you died.
That's the thing, Sean. We don't know where we died.
$1 million question, huh? Okay. Oh. I've got this. I'm so knowledgeable right now.
I guess just keep scanning, and hopefully...
Is this the end? Oh no. Oh no. You found one! Oh, but you run slower with the body.
I found one of those blobs, if you remember them from last time.
Oh, I wish I could see what's behind you.
It's fine. Oh dear.
Welcome back,
Oh,
Nightjar.
I'm lost.
Uh-oh.
You know, I just noticed we have a compass at the start
God
of this.
gamer.
I've just
No, you
noticed
go
we
back
have a
with you now?
compass, yeah, at the top of the screen.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Picture of the ship on it.
Yeah.
Arrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr Well, thank you for getting one of us. No way. Is he going back?
Yeah.
Man of the people. Did you charge your flashlight though?
He sure did.
Hell yeah.
That thing is right on his heels.
I hit the mailbox before.
Well,
You disturbed its fat beats.
bye.
I thought that sound meant that you were nearby it.
It was a valiant effort, Sean.
I appreciate the attempt.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
god, everyone died.
We good.
Oh, but I leveled up.
Hell yeah.
Ah, damn. I mean, we've met quota. Look what's on the ship. Good God.
Get out of the pilot seat.
Okay, you ready to go back down?
Absolutely.
Oh, plus 32% melee damage.
Down we go!
Oh, the aquarium went away and the bubble maker because I had to leave.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Don't worry, I'm bringing him
codes.
back.
Codes! Let's do it. Motherfucker! Does a baguette do more damage?
Flamingo does 30. What does it say the baguette does?
How do you tell?
If you drop it and scan it, it'll tell you the damage.
20?
Oh, it's not worth it then.
It's because it's fresh out of the oven. It's not like a 5-day-old baguette. It's not hard.
You're so right.
Nice.
Did you get head?
I
I wish.
Ooh, look. Milk. Just on the ground.
Nice. Floor milk. It's the best kind of milk.
Yeah, crypt milk. I nearly stepped on that.
Good. I'm glad.
Are you?
Oh, banana acquired. Banana for scale. Oh, I'm full.
I have one more
Oh,
spot.
we can go down there? I'm gonna go back.
What's the sound?
I'm
What's the
full
sound? What's that sound? What's that sound?
I don't know.
Petrock!
I'm leaving.
Why would you do this to me?
Because I'm full.
But the creatures!
We'll get him next time. Come back.
Where are you?
I'm gone. I'm out.
I don't know how to get out!
Just stay there. I'll be back.
Okay, I found it. I found it. I found it. Oh, this place is a maze. Oh, okay. Everything's fine. Help me! Oh my god.
D8B.
D8B. Digby?
Security level 1. D8 Bravo. Delta 8 Bravo.
Got it.
Oh, we should go straight there. We should also
We
bring
should.
this with us.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me,
We
let's
could buy
go.
another one. I have enough
No,
credits.
just take this one. Take this one.
We're taking the boombox with us.
It's offline. Oh, Sugar, I forgot. I need to take the horse.
Sorry.
Garg, don't you have a pickaxe?
Yeah,
Come here.
everyone on the bus.
Come on. Everybody on the struggle bus.
Da, 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 da,
We
da.
could just go. Oh, they're coming. Coming.
I need to go to the
Sorry,
Is
was someone
Gargantua
saying
and
something
Flapsicles coming?
Because I had a moment.
Don't see them coming.
Damn.
Where are we taking the blue box?
To level 1. We kept saying.
John is dancing, floating in the air.
Second question, where the fuck is level 1?
So, you know the carriages, the skeleton horse carriages? You
Oh,
get
yeah.
on one of those, and it takes you to level 1. We're gonna put it in the
Okay,
teleporter room.
guys, when you're inside the maze, the exit is to the west. So just head west for a while. Get the pumpkin! Eat its cheeks. Carve its core.
Oh my god!
Okay, we're working on it.
There's a button you press on the carriage. If you need me to, I can come back and guide you.
I think you've taken the carriage. It's not here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, hold on, I'll come back. Hold on.
Oh, carriages come back. We're
Okay,
fine.
there we go, okay.
No, Sean's dead.
Already?
That chest did 14 points of damage in one.
I'll get Sean's body. I'm full anyway.
Oh my gosh, you could just... I've got it.
Did you get Sean's body?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
die by my hand. That's not what it does. Head's gone. That's awful. No head?
No head.
No head?
No head?
Oh,
What an awful life.
Break skateboard.
Petrock died. Sean died. When are they dead?
Wait,
Why are
Petrock
they
died?
dead? They both just died. Why are they dead?
I went
Swift missile to the asshole.
I went west to the entrance and there was a boombox robot
Who's this?
in the way.
Oh, fuck.
That's Sean.
That's
Oh.
Sean.
Scanner
Petrock
says
just
Sean.
told us. Yeah, Petrock just told us that he's dead near a boombox.
I didn't even hear it too. He wasn't making any fat beats.
Do we Okay.
You've got to find the power.
Oh yeah, you guys can't even teleport the bodies back unless you find the power cell.
I guess they could hold it on the carriage, but that's
Oh, this is cornfield.
This was a way to go.
I haven't
Just
been
about
here
to
yet,
see
so I
your
don't know what I'm
purple
doing.
sticking out.
Oh. Oh,
I'm
Now
lost.
you're gone.
found something. Follow my voice.
I lost.
Got him.
Got him.
Follow my voice.
I'm on my way.
we've searched the area already.
There's you. Where's the other one? There you are.
Okay. So this is where Sean died.
Oh, I have no weapon apparently. Oops.
Oh, you can
There's
take
one here.
Here.
There's
you
one
can take
here.
Sean's.
Oh, lol.
I'm more reliable than UPS.
I mean, that's a low bar.
That is a pretty low bar.
I
To be
always
fair.
deliver.
Oh, I lagged. Hello? Where am I?
Hi.
Hello?
Oh, I was in a room and now I'm not in a room and I don't know where I
Yeah,
am.
we got you.
Hello. This was a box I was trying to open. I opened it 3 times and then was in a field. I ain't getting in the middle of you guys swinging. Jesus Christ.
You're not gonna have a choice.
There's
Oh, it's just a thing on the floor. Remember, we could scan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Evil pumpkin.
Buried loot. Requires a shovel.
Yeah.
Access crate.
Nice.
There's an access crate in here somewhere.
I'm
Ah!
trying to find.
Yeah. I'm nearly dead.
Yeah, I've got 28 left as well.
I'm on 9.
I think we go back. West. Oh, fuck off. I just died.
My inventory's bugged.
Welcome to the Dead People's Club.
I died, yeah.
Oh, Garg has the glitched inventory. No, he can't pick up our bodies.
Oh, I picked something up and it fixed it.
Oh, saved by those Tostino's pizza rolls you just picked up.
Definitely focus on getting back to the ship now. 100%. We can take the credit cuts for dying, but we definitely need at least one person to get back.
To the west.
I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Mimic.
Please don't die.
I literally cannot see a thing.
Go west. It's where the party's at.
This is it for me, sorry.
So, who voted?
No way of seeing.
Nah.
I just had no way of seeing anything. Sorry.
No, that's
No,
fair.
it's pitch black.
Okay.
If people are doing exploring in like level 1, they need to absolutely prioritize torch or something because that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, shall we land?
You want to?
Well, let's on the ship first.
Okay, final day, let's
Oh,
land.
you touched it. Jesus.
Big chip enjoyer.
Big if true.
Torch is open. I fucking damn it.
Goes, get the goes.
I'll take the donut. Oh, I need to look for the other
Jane
plushie.
cookie.
I'm gonna look for the other plushie really quickly.
There's a missile firing robot in the crypt.
In this level?
Yep.
Oh, we might need to buy a new boombox.
Ants explode?
Huh?
I just got exploded by an ant. What the hell was that?
Huh?
Oh, that's the other kind of boombox guy I found earlier. Yeah.
A bright red robotic ant, and it just exploded on me.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy us a new boombox.
Retrieved the dead.
The cat drives the delivery service?
That is really cute.
There's a cat in this game.
Oh god, I need that.
Why is it off?
I don't know. I don't know how to make it on the floor. Every time I tried to do it, it would just turn off.
There we go.
Nice.
I just need to place it.
Oh, it really does go up fast, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
the boost. Oh, that's wild. Oh, I love that.
He's bad.
Cool.
Nice. Right.
I'm still on a hunt for the other plush. Apparently there's two. I found one, but some creature just stole my lollipop!
I'll learn you.
Oh shit, it's the goon guy. I forgot about him.
Not the gooner.
He took my donut!
No gooning.
A little bit of gooning's alright.
When you're on your off hours.
You are sheltering gooners beneath your floorboards, are you not?
No. No.
I already found the bat plush. Fuck. Okay, so they aren't just there. You have to use the EMF to find them. Getting in the porn maze. It is dead quiet. I'm a little freaked out.
How do we activate the boombox?
Ah!
An access crate that is jamming out the glitch beneath the floor. Just thought y'all wanted to know. Tell you what, he's making some fat beats though. Pretty awesome. He's got bass like nobody else.
Petra?
How's that donut thing?
I also got gooned. Come here,
That's
son of a
the
bitch.
gooner.
Stop fucking running. Get fucked, nerd. Give me my donut. +1 gooner acquired.
Oh, I picked up a dead. I picked up a skull in a suit helmet.
Oh gosh, it smells
might have been me.
awful.
I
I
had one of
think the college kids that live across the way are smoking a shit ton of weed, and
Oh, you're gonna get contact high.
it smells awful.
Sometimes.
So
Someone-
the
someone-
vents to my my above my window, you know, to let in fresh air, are open.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ, it smells awful.
Somebody nearby in the neighborhood smokes, and it sometimes wafts in the back door.
It's horrible.
Dreadful.
I still haven't found the other signal for this plush.
I'm assuming we've not found the code yet, because
No.
I might have found the code and purposely withheld information.
Wow.
I mean, you can enter in the code and go die in the cornfield if you want.
True, fair, honestly. You know what? That's valid. I am also just wandering around trying to find this fucking... Oh! 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 EMF! Yes! Oh! No? This way. This way. Is it literally just a bat plush over and over again?
Baited. Oh,
I
dark
think I just
stud.
got.
Be so for
I think I just got kamikazed by a bomb.
Nice.
I think that's what got me. It's like a little red ant thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ran into me and blew up.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to drop that. That's really frustrating.
I also can't find the code. Ow.
And Petrock withheld it on purpose.
Yeah, but I've been everywhere and I still can't find it.
Ugh. There's this part of me that's like, what if? What if, though? Wait, is it just us alive?
Yeah, Garg and I are dead.
Where's Petrock then?
I'm alive. Oh, hey.
My thoughts are, if you want to smoke outside, at least smoke good shit. I think it just smells rancid in general. It's genuinely making me feel ill. Like, I have no issue with people.
Just a little floor guy. It's fine.
I'm gonna be on the ship by, ooh. Give me 2 seconds.
The hell am I hearing?
Whoa. As soon as I cut the shot, I had a jump scare. It got me. I jumped to you and it jump scared me.
This one may be true. Good. I found mayonnaise.
Nice.
Okay.
I think we're all good, right?
Yeah.
Are we missing anybody?
Well, I don't know.
Someone's body, but I don't know
Somebody's
whose.
body, yeah. And I don't know where they died either.
It'll be Garg, because I brought Emble back.
Okay. Well, I don't know where Garg died. Okay. Are we ready to just go turn all this in, meet our quota?
Good timing too.
Yeah, really good timing.
Look at that little water.
I'll live.
Alright, to Sketchies!
Sketchy.
Alright, let's meet this quota. Damn, that crunches.
There we go.
Are we prioritising fridge stuff? Because there's so much in there. We need to get rid of it.
No. That will go in.
Will
I
it?
don't know.
It was all being dropped when there was no box there for me, so.
Oh, wow, this is a creature. How do we kill one of the gooners?
We're good on quota.
Pet Rock
killed-
got him.
I killed
Pet
the
Rock got him,
gooner.
yeah.
We're good on quota.
Oh, we're good on quota. Okay, we can stop.
Well over
Stop, stop,
quota
stop.
now. Jesus
Stop, stop,
Christ,
stop, 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 stop,
Please
stop.
stop.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna end the stream anyway.
Yeah, but we could come back
Yeah,
and
but
play
the next
this.
time.
Yeah, but then I won't have enough credits to buy another aquarium.
Well, the aquarium should wait.
Now you've got one, you need another one so it can't get lonely, right?
Yeah, exactly. Embla gets it.
Okay, are we ready?
And then if those two get bored of each other, you gotta get another one after that.
Exactly. Yeah. Spiral of aquariums.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everyone
get your Happy Meal.
Meal.
Yay! To the Gamba! Gamba, Gamba, Gamba!
Let's go gambling.
Gotcha!
What am I gonna get this time?
Or seals.
I've got 17 claw coins.
I want Mothman.
How do you have so many?
Mothman?
Jeez.
Where's Mothman?
From last time.
A shuriken. Oh, so
That's
I got
not
another
Mothman.
fucking egg.
Let's get you first.
Give me a banana. No, you bitch.
Oh, look at that huge Esper.
I'm going too far.
Give me a banana. Yay! Got
I
banana.
got one! Okay, hold on.
No, I got a seal, but it bounced out.
Oh, shit.
Bullshit.
No!
Okay, that is Nightblight Plush.
No!
Oh my god, please, 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 please. No! Fuck you!
Anybody have any coins left that they want to steal that with?
What was it she was after?
The bat, just beside it.
The Mothman looking bat.
Take it. Take it. Oh. Oh! Oh!
Hey, grab.
No! Oh!
Mothman!
I am not mean like you sons of bitches.
Mothman! Mothman, Mothman, Mothman.
Oh shit! The shovel gives you 20% damage resistance while you wield it. That's awesome. Shovel OP. Yeah, it deals 40 damage too. It's 10 more than the Flamingo. OP, nerf the shovel. I could purchase a toilet.
I think it's shared, isn't it?
I could get a... No, it's individual. I could get a fog machine.
You sure?
Yeah.
692.
Yeah, I've got 514.
How do you rotate? How?
I've spent my money wisely and judiciously.
How do you rotate?
You hold R and then
Hold
move the
R
mouse.
And then move the mouse.
Like literally move it, not the mouse wheel.
Oh! Look at them!
Little
Look at
guy.
Mothman! And then the one that I got this thing.
Oh wait, I need to...
Oh,
I got
banana
a guinea
bus.
pig.
Oh, the guinea pig is so cute! Oh, this is great.
Yeah, but look at, like, I have, now there's a bubble machine and a snow machine.
So if you relocate your aquarium before you leave Pet Rock, I think you can store it with X and have it for next time.
Oh, no, it's okay. When we first joined in, it showed that I had everything,
I
like...
forgot the suit.
Ah.
I had everything
no,
in place, and I just had to delete it and then replace it.
I was
so.
saving up for Booba.
Yep.
I
nice.
I want the Super Booba.
Yeah, cat girl.
I'm saving up. I'm saving up for Super Booba.
Can we
Yeah.
save this cat?
Ooh, cat girl headset.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Well, we only have
That was our big Booba.
we have less than 10 minutes left. That's not really enough time for another contract, so I think this is probably the best place to save it and just go ahead and end here.
Yeah.
But right. Okay. So we'll be back next week for more shenanigans of some kind, going down the list of the wonderful people who joined me today. Embla, where can chat find you?
I
Petrock,
stream
please.
on Twitch at embla_j, twitch.com. So yeah, and that's about it.
Petrock, please.
What is Gog doing?
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Garg, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/GogFlaps.
Abby, thank you so much for the bits. Sean, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/I'm Sean Bean.
And then Petrock is Petrock eating chips right now. That chip
Yep.
sound that you can hear prolifically. And you can find me over at twitch.tv/Mousie. Very addicted to Colony Sim games and automation games at the moment, so feel free to join for that. Do we have a moderator about? To sort out a raid to a lovely Yogg's cast person.
Ow, ow, ow! Don't hit my cat!
Ow.
Hold on.
Oh my god, AoE. Sweet.
I think moderators are eepin'. Moderators be eepin'. I've gotta step up. It's time for me to.
Oh no. Nightjar's eating.
I know. Oh, I forgot that when you tab out like that. Okay. Right. Yeah, mod check. Wait, what? Yeah, we there's no time for another there's no time for us to do another contract, so we're just gonna end here. I've already done all the outros for all the lovely people. Although I think I have a command. Oh my god, hey, that's me. Oh my god, hey, that's me again. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, wrestling is on far too late for my taste. Yeah, there is wrestling tonight, but yeah. Anywho, if you could find a Yogscast homie to raid, and yeah, thank you all for all the subs and bits and things of that nature. It really does help us do this slot each week, and yeah, I appreciate it very much. I hope to see you around soon. Goodbye. Have fun. Good night.